Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the analysis of Yoleno TV. Our President William Samoei Ruto and former President Uhuru Kenyatta seems to be embroiled in a cold war. And this was evident when President William Samoei Ruto deliberately declined to give a nod to the 160 billion Mau Summit road. It is evident that the President of the Republic of Kenya still has some issues with the former president. Now, the Mau Summit road was to be constructed, and by the way, it is a 233 kilometers road and is supposed to link Nairobi, Nakuru, and word has it that it was supposed to go to Uganda, Rwanda, and even the DRC. So according to the information that we have, the toll road was to kick off in 2021, but Uhuru Kenyatta's term ended before that event. So President Ruto was required to approve the construction. So there are a series of French firms, 3 in number, who are waiting for ground-breaking ceremony of this construction, because according to the tender, a French firm had got the award and it was waiting for William Samoei Ruto to approve the construction. And mind you, funding by the African Development Bank and the World Bank was successful, so the issue of fund had been dealt with. So the only thing that was in waiting was the president to give a nod to this construction so that it could start. Mind you, the president gave some reasons that, the 3 French firms were ready to recoup its investment in 30 years by charging toll fees for the use of the road. So Ruto feels that the project will roil the economy of his Rift Valley backyard. So according to Uhuru, that is the time when this project was being initiated. Now, according to Uhuru, the Mau Summit Road would have been expanded into a 4-lane dual carriage way through a public-private partnership model. The road is the main artery from Nairobi to Western Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, and the DRC, just like I said. So, according to what pundits believe, is that William Samoei Ruto is still trying to fight Uhuru over some of these projects. So we don't know the reason why William Samoei Ruto is not giving this project a nod. It could be because it is a Uhuru project. So if he gives a nod to a Uhuru project, then the person who's likely to get credit to this development or this construction or the project is going to be Uhuru Kenyatta. So we've noticed that recently some of those projects which were launched by Uhuru Kenyatta, the current president has been turning a blind eye on them, and in most of those projects, the president has been, terminating some of them. Now, this is one of those mega projects that William Samoei Ruto seems to be giving or turning a blind eye on. So the question is William Samoei Ruto really ready to support those projects that the former president, had initiated? So this is like a litmus test to this the narrative about the president's acknowledgement of some of those projects which Uhuru Kenyatta had initiated. So we don't know whether the president will give a nod to this, but according to the details that we got online, is that there was to be some toll charges for any vehicle that was going to use that dual carriageway. So the problem, according to what the president is saying, the current president, is that it affect uchumi wa Rift Valley sana, kwa sababu itakuwa kuna hizi toll fees which will be collected, and inamaanisha kwamba ukipita Nairobi ukielekea mbele ndio utakuwa unalipa hiyo toll fee. So there's a time when there was a problem, and it was that there was to be allocated an alternative to those vehicles which were not going to pay this toll fee. The toll charges were going to be optional. So changamoto ambayo ilipeanwa kwa our contractors ni kwamba wa identify another route ambapo wale ambao watakuwa hawako tayari kulipia toll charges watapitia hiyo route. So this has been one of those major charges with this project. So that has not been addressed. And again, the president has not given a nod to the construction. So the French firms, the three French firms who have been waiting for the groundbreaking ceremony, will still have to wait longer, because the project was to be launched in 2021. But since that was not done, we are on to 2023, and again that has not been done. So this means there's going to be some delay on this project. So that's why most people believe that William Samoei Ruto atasimamisha hii project kabisa. Ni kwamba I don't know, but there's a time William Samoei Ruto went to Egypt. I think it was Egypt, if not Ethiopia. That's where the AFDB, that's the African Development Bank, is chartered. That's the bank that gives loans on this kind of projects. So he had gone there for that loan, and it was successful. We saw that on the media and some of these news channels. So we saw that the president had gone to secure that loan, and it was successful. That loan might have been for this kind of project, but until the project is given a nod by the president, hii project haitafanyika. So ladies and gentlemen, kindly share your opinions regarding this project that William Samoei Ruto has not given a nod to. Kindly share your opinions do you think William Samoei Ruto atakubali project ifanyike? Kindly share your opinions and once again I'd like to urge any visitor, any viewer who's not subscribed to our channel, to please consider subscribing to Yoleno TV. Once again, stay safe, stay blessed until we catch up again in our next analysis.